Whispers of the Baobab Tree. In the quiet heart of Africa, in a small village nestled between rolling hills and vast savannas, there stood an ancient baobab tree. Its gnarled branches stretched high into the sky, a silent witness to the love stories of generations past. Under its shade began the story of Amani and Kofi. Amani was the daughter of the village herbalist, known for her beauty and wisdom beyond her years. Her deep brown eyes sparkled like the evening stars, and her laughter was a melody that lifted even the heaviest of spirits. She spent her days gathering herbs in the forest, her nimble fingers weaving healing potions as her mother taught her the secrets of the land. Kofi was a wanderer, a storyteller who had journeyed across the continent, weaving tales of courage, love, and adventure. His voice was as rich as the red earth, and his stories carried the magic of distant lands. He arrived in Amani's village on a cool evening, his arrival heralded by the beating of drums at the communal fire. The moment their eyes met, something stirred in the air. Kofi saw in Amani a muse, a keeper of untold stories, while she saw in him the promise of a life beyond the familiar hills of her home.
Oh my God! I see a beautiful girl.
Oh my God! What a handsome man in the village. He must be new in this area. Oh,
That night, under the light of the full moon, Kofi spun tales of his travels, but his words often drifted toward Amani. She listened, captivated, her heart beating in time with the rhythm of the drums. Days turned into weeks as Kofi stayed in the village, enchanted by its people and by Amani most of all. Together they explored the forests, the riverbanks, and the golden fields. Amani taught Kofi the names of the plants and their healing powers, while Kofi shared tales of places she'd only dreamed of. But their love was not without challenges. The village elders saw Kofi as an outsider, a drifter who could not offer Amani the stability she deserved. Amani's parents were torn between their daughter's happiness and their fears of losing her to a life of uncertainty. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Kofi and Amani stood beneath the baobab tree. "We could leave," Kofi whispered. "Travel together, see the world, write our own story." Amani looked up at him, her heart heavy with love and doubt. "But what of my home, my family, the roots that hold me here?" Kofi knelt before her, his hands cradling hers. "You are my home, Amani. Wherever you go, that is where my heart will rest." The village soon buzzed with the news of their love. The elders, softened by the sincerity in Kofi's words and the unyielding love in Amani's eyes, finally relented. Amani and Kofi were wed under the great baobab tree, with the entire village celebrating their union. But they did not leave the village. Instead, Kofi stayed, weaving stories of their love, the village, and its people. Together they built a small school where Amani taught the art of healing and Kofi taught the magic of storytelling. Years passed and the baobab tree stood witness to their growing family and enduring love. In its shade, children learned to dream and lovers found inspiration. Even now, when the wind rustles through its branches, villagers say you can hear the whispers of Amani and Kofi, their love story forever rooted in the heart of Africa.